Thank you for following Piev VC. I'm just gonna be chilling out for a little bit to let people come and join and watch and stuff like that for now. Oh, thank you for following Hunter is Hunted. Oh. What is poppin', gamers? I don't know. What's a poppin', gamers, with you? Also, hi, Nessa. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's being gay as shit. Hello. Just M. In fact, let's swap over to the game. There we go. Oh, thank you for the follow, Squinty Dog. I'm like totally new to this game. I haven't played it at all. So this is gonna be fun. I've heard it's one of those games where a bunch of weird shit happens. And apparently you can lose before you even start playing. So that's pretty cool. Also, this menu screen is really gorgeous. So yeah, hi Just M, and hi to everybody else. I think my interface is a little bit lagging behind, so... So, how's everybody doing? Are you all good on this lovely Wednesday? You're vibing. Well, vibing is good. Everybody loves the vibes. Oh. Yeah, I've heard Tale of Two Wastelands is a bit of a struggle to make work. How is the sound, by the way? Are you guys able to hear me okay over the background audio, or is it a bit too loud? And yeah, I'm glad you finished your art thing. Please get some rest if you want. Oh yeah, that's true. It might be completely different in the game. Also, that was me plugging my phone into charge. Because I don't know how to get that to not make the noise. Is there a way to do that? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly grab myself a drink. And remember, everyone, to grab yourselves a drink too, and stay hydrated. It's always important, at every time of day, to have a sip. Okay, back in a minute. Watch the pretty colours. Oh. Hi there, Mussy Stone 48. There's always a thirst joke to be made. Okay. I think it's been over 5 minutes. I think it's fair enough for me to start now. Let's go. Oh, select archetype. Thinker, sensitive, physical. Ooh. That's an interesting few choices. Okay. It is! The title music is really, really lovely. I see. Oh, that's really understandable. I'm having the same thing. Like, rice is like such a struggle at the moment. So what's this about? Inland Empire? I have no idea what half of these things mean, but I feel like I should probably use one of the presets rather than set something up. Does anyone have any suggestions? I decided not to put the Twitch integration on because apparently that lets people fiddle around with what I can do, and I figure I don't want to do that for my first playthrough. Hi Verity, how's it going? And I totally get min-maxing. I'm just thinking I probably shouldn't do it like first thing. So plus encyclopedia, plus inland empire, plus hand-eye coordination. Oh, okay, so they all have like one little bonus stat. I like the idea of being a Sherlock Holmes types, but I do also like the idea of being sensitive but being useless at reasoning. and might begin to lose my mind. I don't know. They're very like strong options. Let's go with thinker. I like the Sherlock Holmes idea. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious from hence in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Okay. Interesting start.
Ever.
Oh.
Never, ever.
Never ever ever? Or simply keep on non-existing? I think that's a lose option. I'm gonna go with never ever ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
No, I'll just keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Okay. Okay, that's the kind of game this is gonna be. Yeah, it's definitely just Austin Powers doing a weird Cockney voice. What was that about X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Am I needing to like have a conversation with myself, like with the parts of my body, to be aware of the fact that I'm a human?
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Do I choose let's stay in the abyss of nothingness forever? Or no, I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. I think...
Do you really?
It's weird having to, like... It's weird being interrogated about whether I want to play the game.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Wait, I did this to myself?
Yes, your one disco mother.
What does that mean? Tell me what's waiting for me.
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Okay. How big's the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
This is a very interesting start to a video game. And this duking it out I keep hearing about, what's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you lose.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
Oh, crikey.
You're lost.
Oh. Oh no.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, I sure am naked. Oh, it's okay, I'm wearing pants. Oh. That's not a very good self-perception. Okay. Let's... Oh my god. Okay. There's a lot of stats, huh? And a lot of weird noises. Volition. Hunches and gut feelings. Oh my god. Okay. There's a lot of information here, huh? Intimidate the public, assert yourself. Connect to station 41. Understand cop culture. Oh, it's just being a police. Boo. I'm never gonna upgrade that one. Half-light? Oh god. There's a lot of this, huh? Hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed, savoir-faire, interfacing, and composure. I suppose, yeah, understanding cop culture might be used to fight cops. Cops, cop aficionados, pretend cops. What's this one then? Oh, I don't have any of the other bits. So what's up with this bottle? Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Well, that's a good start. Hold tab to highlight. Oh. Take all. Empty cassette case. Okay. The label says the song was recorded in 1943. Okay, sure. Someone tore out the tape while... okay, so there is stuff. Stuff around the room. What are these? One shoe. I have one shoe. Now I have a pair of trousers.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Oh, okay.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Okay. Well, that's handy to know, isn't it? Oh, so this actually... Oh, there's a hole. There's a smashed window.
The window stands broken in its frame, cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Oh.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Oh yeah, that's
The
probably
single
where my
green
other
shoe
shoe.
you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It
Oh,
would also
there's
be
my other
heavy
shoe.
enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
We should go and get that
Cool
shoe.
wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's given me something to do. Oh. There's something dangling from...
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Pull on the
The
fan.
blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Oh. Oh no. Chest pain.
This is
Oh!
bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding
God.
on your chest and keeping you from moving
Just from grabbing a tie?
for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find
Okay.
yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
I guess I'm not grabbing the tie anytime soon. Disco ass blazer. They love using the word disco with an insult, huh? Interesting. Ah. It smells bad. Well, that looks like a shirt. Apparently I smell bad. Can I wash it in the sink? Oh, is that a mirror?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Eno that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man.
Oh.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Nothing?
Really, or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Well, let's go make myself aware of who I am.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror,
Like the mirror.
behold,
Oh, I'm just a guy.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
This is me. Apparently, I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Oh, let's try it. Let's give it a go.
It belongs
I
in
did
the
it.
new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Oh.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Okay.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de
Guillaume le
Nuit,
Million.
somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made
He
the
sang
expression.
some bullshit. So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did.
I've been
Either
grinning
way,
in this
it's
mirror for
all
an
gone
awfully
now.
long time.
Only the grimace remains.
How long ago was the new?
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
It's weird that I'm having a conversation with the encyclopedic knowledge of my own brain. Anything else?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact
The
that
motor
carriage
carriage outside was a
was a
Capri
caprice
Skin.
Ganema.
Guess that's it.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Okay. Now I have a thought about whatever the hell's happening in that picture. Inexplicable feminist. What? What is all of this? Oh my god. This is gonna be a lot, isn't it? This is gonna be a lot of things. These are my internal thoughts. But why would I want to have -1 to my logic? I guess I can't do anything with that. Alright, back out the door. Should I give the tie another go?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny
Oh, I've
fan,
got to put more
the
points
other
into
in a light
savoir
bulb.
faire.
A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached
about pulling-
a terrible
Oh
mistake.
god.
Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Okay, no. Bring it on. Light.
Your
Oh.
eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
I just hurt myself. Well, it's probably going to make it slightly easier when I go outside. Oh. Oh, good. I can tell when it is. It's March. The year is 51. I should go grab my shoe before I do anything exciting. Something on the table. Should I take this money? Probably not. But I'm assuming this leads to the balcony. Oh. Okay. This is a very interesting game so far, and one that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to play in its oh my god, it's bright. My shoe! A lot of thoughts. A gust of briny wind.
There they both
Oh.
are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet,
Fabulous.
like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced.
Yay.
Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
So now I'm wearing both shoes. I do have -1 to savoir faire though. From my flare cut trousers. Okay, so I'm dressed like a complete arsehole. But it doesn't look like I have any way of going to any of these places. So, let's go back in. Yeah, it does say that there was a thing attached. Okay, so let's go talk to this person, I suppose.
Hello,
The young
officer.
woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She
Okay.
can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
I don't think I should show my hand that I've become a complete amnesiac. But it might be taken as a joke. Yeah, that's awesome.
No,
Then why'd you call me an officer?
because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting
I'm
me.
not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard
Oh,
something.
no. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Oh, this is like the classic point-and-click adventure question. Why don't I remember being a cop?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Who in their right mind to let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Well, I might not know where I am, or who I am, or what a Cupri's Kanema is, or how I know what one sounds like.
She nods.
But I do know when someone's not telling me the whole story. What am I doing here? What's my case?
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
Let's get going.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the word. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Well, if I don't want to ask questions.
You're a cop, Harry. It is
Oh, my name's Harry.
unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Yes?
What do they have against the police? No, that's a silly question. They hate the police because they're the police. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about oh, the better.
Oh, okay.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
I see, this gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Oh. So singing this.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that.
Ah,
also-
thank you for following. Cake Fat.
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Wow, I really am playing as a completely pitiable individual, aren't I? That's good to know. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
You sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do? I like that one.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Does that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
It's useful having all the encyclopedic knowledge. Is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's it?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay, let's ask the question about the police.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Okay.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Thanks, Klasia. Oh, the ashtray. I don't really want to... I can't even do anything with these doors. Let's go look over here. guess I'll go downstairs. And yeah, I love the idea of my character having a kick me note on his back that he's just assumed is some piece of reflective tape. But I think it did say that it was reflective tape, so, you know. Auto-save. Cool. This is why the lyrics are good. A big old karaoke mic. I will not sing into it. Some drugs. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. Is that really a thing? Sure.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Steakoare Skua.
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Okay, I think I've probably exhausted the conversation opportunities with that guy. Oh, cool, I can just take that. That's nice. Oh. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Union paraphernalia. It's reserved with personnel until 1 PM. Summer door closed for the winter. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Bottle of rum. And then there's a person, unconscious. Sleeping dock worker.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Oh my god. Inspect the plastic.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
I don't want to ruin this guy's life. Mess hall reserved for union members. Interesting. Royal pinball machine. Let's talk to this person. Hello, Switch.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay, here's my colleague, I guess.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles. as
That
on
must be the
blazer.
sign of being a cop. Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Yes, invent a name for myself.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Someone called me Harry. My brain called me Harry earlier. I should be able to recall that. It's not yet time.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, I just stopped him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
All of these options are incredible. No.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Oh yeah, I should probably... How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Okay.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Do I make myself a cop who hates cops? Wait, no, Rat Squad would be investigating the cops, right? Oh man, I wish I'd had more knowledge of how the cops work now. No, have I got any thoughts? I haven't got any thoughts. No thoughts. Head empty. You mean internal affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
Citizens Militia. That's true.
Yes.
That is white
They're not
rectangles.
just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Ravachol West.
Oh.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't a
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. After you, officer.
Oh, God. Okay.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up.
The lieutenant nods. politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Leave. Okay, it says we need to go back and deal with the thing.
Yes?
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Okay,
What do you want to know?
What do you say? This is the mysterious case.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
So the face probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
I guess that sounds it then.
excellent. Was there anything else? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia. Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
The pissing competition.
Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
Okay, let's go behind the...
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
Interesting. Yeah, I just don't know whether citizens militia is a euphemism for them being cops or what the hell's going on. Ooh, a wheelbarrow. Fuck the police! Good start. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. I'm assuming this is the aforementioned back. Rue de Saint-Galen 8B. Oh, there's a thing here. This could also be out back.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay. Probably don't want to go there right now. What's in this rubbish bin? There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. I don't have a bag.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Oh. Reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
The car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
This connects to the case.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout. I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing this is going to be where the body is. It's probably not going to look very nice. Yep, sure doesn't look nice.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it.
Like a
He's
gremlin.
almost exquisite in his ugliness.
Aren't we
Like
all
a
just like gremlins?
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno!
Moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
You good siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Oh no, they've revoiced Kuno. Kids often
Right,
play
pig.
this, yeah.
This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Ladder, ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you'd say that the ladder is
Fuck
unclimbable.
does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload, pig. What's your quack?
Don't tell the pig
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like,
Like
a cop.
a cop. No, you are.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
I meant who you were.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Yeah, I got
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
Hey, babe.
You heard
Are
Kuno?
you streaming?
Kuno wasn't even
Yeah.
in Martinez.
Lovely.
Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no night
Why is
city
that guy
anywhere.
just like constantly
That sounds like the
wobbling?
name of a city in some pulp
What?
science fiction novel.
He's a kid and he's on drugs.
Oh, okay, right. That's fair enough.
That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's
I'm a
head.
cop, by the way.
Of course.
You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna
Yeah,
know
it's
what
like the
Kuno's
whole
been
deal
fucking up to?
with it, right?
Tell him that, Kuno.
Like it's not just, oh, you're casually a cop.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
Seen anyone suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty
Yeah,
fucking
not
suspicious
really
to
sure
Kuno.
what else you expect to get there. You didn't exactly start off with trust.
Oh. Do I get to learn what faggery means, or I guess not?
Probably a slur.
It looks Finnish.
Yeah.
She said something in Finnish earlier.
You're testing.
Get lost.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
she likes
yeah,
calling us
yeah.
slurs. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Pry into his psyche or just leave it.
The fuck are you calling a third person?
Kuno's the
fucking
first
third
person.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's got his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Run!
Help! He's got the Kuno help!
Everyone,
You're really not getting off
you
to a
need to
good
get
start
that
here.
before.
I'm just
Yeah?
gonna leave.
Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat.
Damaged morale.
Despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, you're still coming up
You
with
fucked up.
sentences. That's a
Yeah.
step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm done. No one even likes cops.
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end
I think
of
we're
so much
gonna
distrust
start
and
the
outright
start the
hatred.
food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
God, I lost the game!
That was fucking quick.
He now lives
You get grilled by a kid and decide to quit your job.
shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory. that his
Congratulations,
psychological
Chloe. You played it
disintegration was
exactly
precipitated by his wife
how
leaving
you were probably,
It's because the furrows
you know, like
lost
playing as
that
yourself.
match, said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, whatever happened to
Hopefully you
him
get the
wasn't
opportunity
about
to
burn.
restart not directly from the start.
Yeah. Oh, I can load from here. I guess I'll load from here. Alright, let's not get into a conversation with Kuno then, because apparently it breaks my fucking heart. Alright, I did pick up that... Yeah, see, I've only got 1 point of morale, which is a bit of an issue. Take the drugs. I'm not even going to bother talking to that fucking guy. Oh, wait, I had a thing. Someone's working.
theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme. You clinging to a picture book version of the past century. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia.
Interesting. Let's talk to this guy again.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on. As you approach,
Well,
he narrows his eyes and extends his hand.
we're back
in
here
greeting.
again.
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Let's try again.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Oh my god. It's very cool, but why don't I come off like a douche if I call myself that?
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name.
Oh my
and you're
god,
one
I'm gonna give
classy
myself a
person.
terrible name.
Say it.
Yes, well,
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or
Glad that I'm
a
good at
peculiarity
drama.
he doesn't understand.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Oh, I have.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I don't like that.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Let's get
Up to
going
you,
then.
officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Wasn't on me when I
Losing
woke
your
up.
identification card is a serious...
Okay, there we go. I think we're off to a better start. Let's go talk to this guy.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Say no.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Sounds
But
like
you still know your
bollocks,
way
but
around,
hey.
yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Okay.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Why did so?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everyone's my
Okay,
business.
you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers. That it was a lynching.
Who's saying that?
The locals, customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dog workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
I have another
The
question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
I don't know who...
This is it.
Oh,
Okay.
the
Let's
locals.
try
The
again.
debard-
I don't really... I would suppose...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike.
you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page.
Let's go.
Cool.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Slip away unnoticed. Oh my god, it succeeded.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Okay. Cool. I'm playing an arsehole. That makes everything a bit easier to understand.
A colourful piece of plastic on the counter rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Oh, let's steal his ID.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
So tense.
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Seems useful. Have 5 money. Let's try asking her.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
No, Sweetie, look
You're a
at me.
handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Oh my god, no. This is like deliberately a bad thing.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally
Oh
everything.
my. You know where we are, right?
We're in Reddish.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
All I know is that Rubbish used to be really cool in the 30s.
But no. Disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulder.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh no. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have
I love how
almost
she's
no
just
government of our own,
exposition
and
lady.
certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
There's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Oh no. So how did that
You
go?
were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Gotta ask her about the revolution.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What was that to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
A kind green ape pen.
Yes? What do you want to know?
From different precincts.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know, I'm on retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
Well, I guess it's raining now.
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Let's go look at the tire marks again.
You see a set of tire tracks in the Browns. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting
they
the
actually
adjacent
did the mention
building.
about the Franco-Nigerian cavalry.
Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friend. I'm not sure. There are plenty.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there.
Okay. This time, let's not mess with Kuno. So what's this? The logo of the municipality of Revachol.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes.
Good thing
and
I had those
hobnails
headache pills.
all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Well, I got more than I did last time.
The corpse looks at you. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle.
Yeah.
Active decay.
Jeez.
It's okay.
He's about to blow. Cops.
Someone's trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. Yeah,
How does it look?
pretty good.
Okay.
Let's go. Now we've actually inspected the
Yes?
body.
What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Secret task complete.
The pissing competition.
I can't believe I actually completed a secret task.
Good.
Okay, I can't get there. Let's try talking to the other kid first.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Okay. What do you think we should do? Or can I not even talk to you right now?
Yes?
I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
So what should I concentrate?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Oh, completely. I mean, basic information about even the organization.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
That's interesting. What's wrong with person?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is ambiguous.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Okay.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'd work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Give me a secret.
No.
The lieutenant
Do you ever
nods.
talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
conversation
have
with you,
no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No, I don't.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome. Good.
There he still is, looking right.
What's this? Some money and some magnesium. Brilliant. Now I can talk to this kid without fucking dying. But first, let's see what's in here.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that's just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
Oh, yeah, the locker.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Oh, that's interesting. There sure is a point and click. Am I gonna have to run away from this guy again?
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
Hold on.
What are
is
you,
this?
brain damaged?
No, just get my
Money
bearings.
is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away. Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
Give you a
Don't
copy.
thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here. Mine? No, it...
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't seem callous to you. Gotten even your leftovers from the poor.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. He killed himself.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. I think I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why not?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe something pertinent to the
He
investigation.
wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What?
Hooray, I won.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Don't even have it.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
Lieutenant Kitzrow, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Look, the dumpster, I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobocop. Hi, alien. Nice to have you here.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
That sounds like a good idea to do. Let's internalize that thought. It'll take a little while, but it means that I don't have to sleep in the gutter. I said Sophie went away, but
Can I help you?
Oh, I might be too late for that.
Another thing. Great. I love... Yes?
Okay. Not relevant at the moment. So we've got a few hours to try and figure out this crime scene.
Yes? What do you want to know?
I think this is a mysterious case.
It's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s, what more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Good.
This is a very interesting game. And a very confusing one.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Ooh.
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic
Yeah, this
waste.
is literally the start of the game, so it's nothing enormous.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Come to the boxes of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
Oh.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
Okay.
But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about? Kids?
Oh no.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified
Love
sludge
dumpster
and the
diving
occasional
mechanic.
chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
I will get
It's
them out,
shiny.
don't worry.
Looks like the corner of something. They look badly damaged,
ledger.
but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Ah.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
I think I didn't want to be a cop now, so I threw it away.
Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Interesting. My damaged ledger. And a racist mug.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Spent the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its
yeah, the
surface.
narrator is super
On the
sarcastic.
back, you see the embossed letters RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment and something small inside? Light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
I see.
They're not
Really
exactly
wait till later
white.
to do that.
They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
There's much of a naming convention.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name, a title, one might say even. one that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples.
And they're written in capital letters.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The Guys on a Couch in an Unexpected Location, and The Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Even the rare article-free Collapsing Tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
It's got a bullet hole.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Okay, so we could good case.
Huh? Two complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. Two, that's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Oh, it's a bit like that.
Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say.
Hello.
And you, and you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Things to be done
wind it up.
and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective.
Yeah, no.
in a
So,
citizen's situation.
that was
Now all
not
that
trying to be
remains
fast
is to
and
name
fast.
the case.
Oh, also, Ailey says hi, Ethan.
Hello.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Wow, I actually accomplished something. You know what? That's probably a good place to leave it. I think I'm probably gonna play this more on my own. I don't know whether to save this playthrough for like doing on stream, or whether to just kind of intermediately come back to it. But this is definitely really fascinating. I'm really enjoying this, and I'd definitely like to see more. Yeah, for those who don't know, Dischloelysium just updated, and it has like a final cut, which is, as far as I'm aware, the version that I'm currently playing. And yeah, it's fun, it's interesting, I'm enjoying this. If you've been watching this and you think it seems enjoyable, I've definitely heard lots of good things from other people, so I would highly recommend checking out more. Okay. Right, well, thank you for coming along, everyone. Yeah. As always, this will be up on YouTube. If you've been watching this on YouTube, then thanks for sitting through this. And no matter how you're watching this, I hope that you've had a good time. So yeah, take care everyone, and have a nice evening.